homies, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe. Today we will be recreating this look right here, which my friends helped me create during a group FaceTime in the first restriction period that we had. So yeah, let's dive straight into it. Okay, so I've gone and I've done my base off camera just to save us a bit of time. I don't want any of my videos being as terrifyingly long as the first one was. So I'm going to go in with the 39L Hit the Lights palette by Morphe. Going to be dipping into Reckless, which is this bright pink shade here, with just a big brush of some sort. It's just stained, I promise it's clean. Just stamp that on the outer corner. I honestly couldn't remember how I'd started this, how I like, English, what? I couldn't remember how I'd originally started playing with this look. I forgot that the green was even on the inner corner. I thought the green was on the bottom lash line, on the bottom waterline, so there's that. I have no idea what to talk about for this video today, so I might just tell you a little about like my makeup history, I guess. Alright, quickly before I do that, oh my god, I'm gonna run out of brushes. Yikes! Alright, I'm gonna go in with this brush and dip into the blue shade called Don't Stop. So yeah, I've been doing my own makeup since I was 7 or 8, I'd say. My dad bought me a makeup palette when I was roughly that age, and there was this one like indigo blue sort of shade that I absolutely adored. It was my favourite one. I used to just slap that on my eye, throw a bit of mascara on and call it a day. Just like any typical 8-year-old. I don't think my mum was too much of a fan, but then I started doing dancing, so I got a bunch of my mum's old makeup, and that was what I used for my dance makeup, and she started out doing that for me because I had no idea what to do. But as I got older, it was sort of up to me to get my makeup done, and she would help me with my hair, because there's so damn much of it. And sort of, yeah, I guess from doing my dance makeup, moving into high school, I sort of wanted to fit in a little bit more. So I think year 7 and 8 I stuck with mostly just mascara, and maybe towards the end of year 8 I started playing with like learning how to do a winged eyeliner, which I still cannot do for the life of me. I will blend this a little better. I might grab a purple from another palette, but we'll leave that for later. In year 9, I absolutely loved wearing grey eyeshadow with a winged liner, which I think my mum also didn't like very much. It was probably just like a little too much too soon, like you're still in high school. Just like be a kid still. I'm dipping into Out Late, which is the green shade down here. Yeah, sort of from that, it didn't really go anywhere. It was just me sort of going through my scene phase, if that's what you want to call it, really. In, I think maybe year 10, one of my cousin's wives worked for Mac in David Jones, and she had a bunch of makeup she didn't want anymore, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll take it, I'll play with it. And there was this one eyeshadow palette in there that I absolutely loved, which I think I still have. So I started playing around with that. It had some sort of purpley and pink tones in it. It was mostly just like a really dark purple and then this shimmery shade, which I enjoyed playing with. And then in year 11, I think, sort of leaning into like the senior years of school, I started to put on a full face of makeup. I started to ask for makeup for Christmas presents and birthday presents more often. When it came around to my year 12 formal, I jumped on the Morphe website. I was like, Mum, I want this palette and I want this highlighter. This is what you're getting me. Please and thank you. I'll pay you back. So yeah, that's where my first Morphe palette came from, which is this one here. It's the 35K. I think it was originally called the Coffee palette or something. Basically just a bunch of nudes, but I really wanted these shimmery shades up here for my formal. So I was desperate for that, and then I got one of the Jeffree Star highlighters. Buggered if I can remember what one. Pretty sure I gave it away after I broke the mirror off the top of it by accident. Fell out of my school locker. I used to do my makeup for school like almost every day. I would take my makeup to school with me and I would do it in the morning, waiting for the bell to go to class. I'll just move over to the other eye whilst I sit and guess bag. Because I wasn't feeling chatty and now I can't shut up. So yeah, that's sort of where that started. And watching all the girls at school and stuff, how they did their makeup when they went out. Because I was a year younger than everyone else. So I turned 18 after most of my year level turned 18. Which was infuriating. But hey, our time comes. I had my time came. It was just after them. Which is fine. Oh Jesus, what are you doing? I cannot multitask. They say women can multitask. I cannot. Woohoo. Living it. Yeah, I also watched a lot of YouTube, so I watched Manny MUA, and he did a video with a lady named Kaylee Cashel, who is one of my favourite YouTubers and Instagrammers now. Like, I love her content. She does so many colourful things, and I felt really inspired by that. So I was like, alright, I'll just buy her palette like a year after it comes out. She did the 39 I'll Hit the Lights palette. That was a collaboration with 3 other influencers, I think. I was like, yeah, I want to play with colour now. Like, I want to extend any level of ability I had, any level of knowledge, and just play with it a bit more. And that's sort of where we are now. Just like slowly playing with colour, playing with techniques that I've not tried before. I think I've tried doing a cut crease. I'll set a picture here for you. It was a disaster. And then I tried to get really fancy with the lip, and it just, oh, I hated it. I was not a fan. But that was also a learning curve for me, so there's that. I don't think I picked colours that contrasted enough. And yeah, we went in, obviously, we all encountered COVID and the pandemic this year, and that's sort of where I started to play with colour a little bit more. So I decided I was going to try and do some colourful looks and go to work and spread a bit of joy in everyone's day. Just like brighten someone's day if I can, because I am at work. I am fortunate enough to work. Why not use that to my advantage to spread some positivity amongst all the stress? Is it blended well enough? I think I might dig that 35B Colourburst palette out, and with that we'll find a purple to dip into. So many options. It's overwhelming. Give me a moment to decide. Alright, so I've just picked a random brush out that looks like I can pat it in there, and then I'll blend it out with the pink and the blue. But I'm going to go into lavender, which is this pretty shade here. I'll just pick up a little bit of that and pop it in between, just to diffuse the pink and the blue a little bit more. And I might even grab like an orange or something a little bit later. We'll find a way to incorporate that. Alright, and then grabbing these 2 brushes. I don't think that it made too much of a difference, but I mentally feel better for it, so there's that. Actually, adapting from the original picture, we might dip into this pretty green shimmer shade here, Moss Boss, and we might use that on sort of the green portion. Just a little bit, and then we'll go over it with a different shimmer from the other palette. Alright, pop that one away. Alright, so going back to the 39L palette, going into Vibing, that's got like some yellowy undertones to it, so that'll hopefully bring the green to life a little bit like the first video. There we go. Just keeping that on the lid. I don't want too much of it in the crease or above the crease. And we can extend it to the blue a little bit, just to help transition with the shimmer I'm going to use there, which will be Ghosted from this part of the palette. That's got some really nice like blue chromey shifts to it. Love using that. It's one of my favourite shimmers. Fallout. God damn. I picked up too much, that's my bad. Yeah, look at that. I picked up way too much. Go me! We'll just blend it in. It's fine. It's fine! Yay. Alright. Other eye. Okay, I'm kind of living for this. I like it a lot better than the first time I did it. But I think that's because I'm sort of expanding on the ideas I originally had for it. Alright, going in with yet another brush. Just a nitty bitty one. I'm going to dip into 2AM, which is the yellow. And we'll use that on the lower lash line. Like a hell of a lot of it. It's not all that pigmented on its own. Hell yeah. But yeah, basically to get to this point, it was just me playing around with makeup, trying to make people's days whilst I was at work. And then a colleague turned to me and was like, oh, have you like thought about creating an Instagram page or like doing a course? And I was like, no, I haven't. Like, I was sort of just like doing it for the sake of doing it. And so it was her, she sort of put the idea in my head, and it was up to me to expand on it really. I'm just bringing that right out because I want to connect it to the pink. But yeah, I haven't done a course. I am by no means a professional makeup artist whatsoever. I'm just your average Aussie everyday girl, doing her thing, playing around, getting creative. But yeah, that's sort of how the channel came about. I was like, alright, cool, I'll create some more looks, why not? We'll see where it goes. We won't try to like aim too high or like set any goals. We'll just keep doing me and put it out for the rest of the world to see. Alright, so I have grabbed the 35B back out. And why are you so disorganized? Just with the yellow brush, because I am lacking brushes of the right size, I'm going to go into puffs down here, just to try and tie these two together. Oh, yes, subtle. It's a subtle little transition, but it works. I like it. I like it. I've grabbed way too much. There we go. That's what old pants are for, right? To drop all your makeup on. Hell yeah, we got more rainbow dimensions going on. I am loving it. I want a little more orange in that corner. Alrighty, that will do for the eyeshadow. Okay, so grabbing my NYX Strobe of Genius palette, I'm dipping straight into the gold because there is green on the inner, so we might as well spruce it up a bit. and that will help tie the green and the yellow together on this end. Just a little bit up in the brow bone, just so that the colours don't get too lost, sort of get trapped by something. Dipping into the usual two outer shades. I think I've got a bit of pink in there, but that's okay. Absolutely shining. Shining. You must glow like the goddesses. Oh, went a bit much on the cupid's bow there. What? So pretty. Wow. I love orange. Is such a nice touch. Okay, now comes for the most challenging part. I, in the original picture, created a wing out of BYS loose glitters and the little glitter fix primer that it comes with. The worst part about this is that it's clear, so you have no idea really where you're putting the glue, but we're gonna make it work because that's what we do. So I'm probably gonna be really quiet. I'll probably speed this part up so you guys don't have to sit and wait around. But yeah, that's what I'm about to do, is create a glitter wing. Just taking a tiny little angled brush to do this and really take my time. Gonna be a chunky end. That's okay. It's thick. Alright, it's not my finest work. It's really not. That's okay. Maybe we can make the other side look a little nicer. They are totally different, holy heck. They're like a cute little up sort of thing going on. I don't know if I even like that one either. Ah! That one's too flat and that one's too high. I need to find a middle ground. There we go. That's what the next video is gonna be. We're gonna sit down and learn how to do a wing. I'm gonna leave it at that because if I play with that too much, it is gonna end in disaster. So we're just gonna have two totally different wings, because why not? Okay, so I've popped on a lash and some mascara, and we'll just top it off with lips. So I've got the NYX, I think it's creamy lipstick, extra creamy lipstick in the shade Pumpkin Pie. Again, out of the Melbourne show bag I got like 2 years ago. Best thing ever. This is the one I thought I was using the other week. Totally different shades. Wow, this smells good. Oh, that is delightful. I think we'll just leave it at that. So, this is the finished look. In some ways we did the original look justice, in other ways we completely messed it up. Not talking about the wings or anything, that's fine. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a safe week, and I'll catch you in the next one.